Not exactly, though,
Hooray.
because I did, not to waste too much time with pleasantries with you today, Mr. DP, but I did sort things around a little bit in between since when we left off and when we're picking up today.
Very good.
Um,
Ramza is
hey,
still a
the new chat stream is working. That's cool. I just saw it work.
Oh, nice.
I know. I actually did that, and fancy. Yeah. So Rams is still a thief. We've still got our monk. Clements was a knight. I moved her into thief, mainly to just kind of increase the number of JP that Ramza can get in thief. Because my end game here is to try to get Ramza into ninja as quickly as possible. Because one of my favorite Ramza builds is a ninja with equip heavy armor, because then he can dual wield weapons and still be a tank. Which and he also gets some speed and movement bonus from being a ninja, and that's a lot of fun later on. Our white mage is now a black mage, and I believe I left. Okay, I left items as her secondary.
Okay.
Agrius and Mustadio have done nothing because they don't have enough JP to even bother at this point, being guests, and we haven't done enough with them, but we will. Where we left off was just learning a little bit more about Mustadio and kind of deciding to bring him along. We're on the way to Leonel Castle to drop Ovelia off with the Cardinal, Cardinal Delacroix. We think that he's going to be a good way to hide her from everybody until everything blows over. But now that we have started off this chapter by having some mystery man trying to kill us, now we have the Baert Company trying to kill us because Mustadio is with us. So for a little bit here, we're going to kind of sidestep our overall goal, and we're going to be dealing with the Baert people instead. And that's exactly where we left off here at Balias Swale.
Right.
As you'll see here momentarily, once I set up this party. Let's see. Yes, I want Ramza over there. I want... do I want Evelyn? Yes, I want Evelyn because she is also she is also a healer. You are only banned from being able to destroy the stream itself, Neil. You are allowed to chat. I also want to know if that sentence is supposed to say me and my friend, because hopefully you do have friends watching, because we don't have enough of those. I'm taking Evelyn because she's got some good physical attributes, but I also remembered earlier today that she has chakra, which is the monk's healing ability, and that'll come in really handy in this battle. Going to also take Eustacia now as our black mage.
It's still kind of strange that she's coming as a thief. I mean, she's been a knight with us the whole time. And Neil, Neil beat me to the punch also on that.
And I do have one other slot left to bring, and I think I'm going to go ahead and bring Casper.
Okay.
Because we're going to encounter a job class here that we haven't fought against yet. And they have the ability that if we don't take them out pretty quickly, they can do some pretty serious damage. And I'm worried a little bit about healing on this one.
Whoa, you there. Leastwise not yet.
So yeah, obviously these are Baert folks. They want Mustadio. They don't care about anybody else. Agrius is having a really nice turn here with regards to Mustadio, because as you recall from last week, she wasn't real sure about helping him out. Not as sure as Ramza was. But now she's fully on board Team Mustadio.
Right. I'm not exactly sure that there's been any actual character development there to arrive at that change, but here she is anyhow.
Mustachio! Ha ha ha!
Nice. Can you remember what it was why the Baert Company is angry with him?
They are working for their boss, Ludovic, and it is with regards to a gem that Mustadio is carrying. It came up in the very beginning of the battle where we rescued him last week.
That's right.
But
that's right.
it was kind of glossed over a little bit.
I remember this now.
Now, Neil and I were also talking about this battle earlier today and why it can be somewhat of a pain in the butt. And the big reason that it's a pain in the butt is because you have two guests that sometimes don't do smart things. You know, sometimes Mustadio will run off into a corner and try to pick a fight with somebody he can't win. Sometimes Agrius will wander off and not do anything useful. This time around, at the very least, Mustadio was fairly useful there. He ran up and he used his special ability to disable the actions on that one archer. So that archer that just retreated did so because he cannot fight us. Oh, come on, really? I just bought that!
Oh no!
Very annoying. The dangerous ones here are not the ones that are directly in front of us, though it's not great that they're going to run straight down our throat, of course. The danger is really going to come from the sides. And you'll see them here momentarily. How's she doing? She's probably going to get hit by that big spell, but we'll leave Casper in reserve, and she can heal herself. But here we go. These are summoners, and they are also unicorns.
Right. I was about to say, what's up with the unicorn visor? That makes sense then, I guess.
It looks, based upon the spells that those two just started charging, it looks like they're going to go into healing mode right now, which I believe is what these two tend to try to do in this battle. They will try to use healing summons more than anything, and you might have seen it go past very quickly, but healing summons, which is the Moogle summon in this case, has a really large radius. It can hit a lot of people at once if you get them fairly near each other, which is great because if they're doing it for you.
And does that also heal your characters?
I was actually about to make that point. It does not work that way. Summons will skip. Oh, okay, well, that one just cast haste anyway, so ignore that. But, yeah, summons are smarter than average spells. Oh, that is not good.
Oh, no.
That is not what I wanted to do at all. Okay, and that was actually not a defensive spell. She cast Shiva and hit only one person for only 30 HP. So that's about as good as it can go, especially given that I just slaughtered one of my own party members.
Yep, I was a little bit worried there how that was going to go based on... Oh, man.
It wasn't my intent. Let's go with that. Ah, that's right.
Phew. Thank goodness there.
Okay. Let's see if Mustadio does anything useful this time around. Okay, that actually... I was really prepared to say thank you for doing something that did not help us at all, but he's now 2 for 2 in terms of disabling enemy combatants, and that's great. Thank you.
Pretty big.
Yeah, I'll take it. Okay.
Unfortunately, Agrius is not really doing a whole lot.
Yeah, she's not very strong at this point, unfortunately. She will get that way. Very, very much so.
I mean, I feel like when we first got her in the party, she was comparatively kind of strong. And now she seems to have fallen behind.
Yeah. A lot of that is she simply doesn't have enough JP to start picking up her more advanced abilities, unfortunately, because her more advanced abilities are pretty solid.
Sure.
So hopefully this one will... hopefully this one will help her gain some of that JP that she needs to really pick up and go. And here's another reason why these summoners kind of suck. I believe this is the first storyline battle where you can run into anybody who has the ability to use High Potion as well, which is unfortunate, to say the least.
Oh.
Auto Potion, thank you.
Nice. Undo that damage. Really convenient.
And now, unfortunately, we have to chase her down a little bit. Hey!
Nice. Wow, man, he's really working this time.
He's doing well this time around. I appreciate this very much.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's our best play here? Our best play here is not to wander into the radius of that spell that she just started charging. Which I think might also cover our monk if I resurrect her now. So I'm going to leave him just in reserve again. I've always really liked the summons in this game because getting away from the kind of rounded and isometric look of the rest of the game, they're the 2D sprites with visual effects, and I think that's really cool. It's just a very different way of doing it that I think turns out neat. One thing I didn't mention when we were getting ramped up here is that Agrias starts off with White Magic as her secondary ability, and she had enough JP where I could give her some more before this battle. And Raise she already had, and that's what she's preparing to cast on our monk. The amount of HP that you get back when you cast Raise is based upon the faith of the person casting it, and as a Holy Knight, Agrias is preloaded with quite a bit of faith, so that's it's a very useful spell for her to have around. Of course, Ramza doing this all by himself is going to be useless because she will simply High Potion again and when her next turn comes around. But, at the very least, that means she's not going to hammer us with an offensive spell. Hold on a second here. Okay. She won't be able to kill that archer even though he's charging. Not with that much HP, so we'll see if we get lucky. Yeah, we're not going to get lucky.
Nope.
But again, at least maybe we can take her out of the battle a little bit and make her focus on healing herself. Sure.
Yeah, man, that auto potion really comes in handy.
Yeah, it kind of breaks things a little bit. The only downside is that it doesn't always trigger, but it certainly triggers enough. Excellent, that was a good one. Now, one thing that these summoners don't have is the ability to use Ether, I don't think. So they can get into the point where they just simply run out of MP to throw out spells, which would allow us to kind of grind for abilities and crystals and such while we're here. So that may work out for us now that we have her fully isolated. Really, Agrias? That's your play? Oh. It's worth remembering that neither of our guests do have auto potion yet. It's a little tricky to get it for them unless you're willing to grind quite a bit and also take them out of the job classes that are so useful for them. Mustadio does make an okay chemist early on, because he can still equip his gun, which is his best feature. Yeah, I saw that one coming.
I thought it was his nose.
It's certainly not his nose. Not in this game, my friend.
It was just a little bit
too on the nose.
Coming up with that joke, but nice. Okay, that works too. Always happy to proliferate the nose jokes. In the weekly Final Fantasy Tactics stream.
Yeah, you're a bit of a nose joke.
Nice.
We're being booed. We're being loudly booed.
That's fair. We deserved it, honestly.
The cat has now decided to join the stream and is now standing in front of the screen and pawing at characters.
Fair.
Unfair.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to complain about anything that gives us an advantage. As long as the cat
I can't see what's happening, though.
Oh, crap.
That is my problem.
Okay.
Jack, move.
Oh, man, that guy's got hot HP.
Don't lay on the keyboard. That's not better.
But it does strike me as and I think this is maybe a consequence of job or class-based games in general, but you do seem to enter these sort of periods where characters are suddenly much more useful based on some sort of switch, or they've just really hit their stride in their particular job and gained a couple new abilities, or you have these, I feel like sometimes rather long droughts where you know that a character needs to be in this job for a while, but dang, they're gonna really suck for a chunk of time first.
Yeah, and for the most part, in this game, that tends to happen the most when you have guest characters, because they cannot fight for you in random battles, so you cannot grind them.
Sure. Yeah. I was also thinking Clemence, though, just because she,
I've shuttled her around a great deal.
Right, yeah. Nice.
Boy, he has actually been very useful as well. Woo!
Nice. Good work, Agrias. Proud of you. Proud of you, girl.
She can't do anything else useful right now, so... Chakra. It doesn't heal much, but it is a completely free and instantaneous move.
Right.
So whenever you have the opportunity to do it, and it's got a radius, so if I moved her adjacent to any of her other characters, it would have healed them too. Even less than it healed herself, but still.
That's nice.
I wouldn't have bothered doing that if not for the fact that he was charging. Oh, wow!
Oh no!
Man, she just goes down like a bag of bricks constantly.
Yeah, yikes.
Love it.
Again, the change, the new job class really, it can really set someone back.
Let's see what's gonna happen here. Okay. Alright. That wasn't great. But this battle's not going to last much longer now. Not with 2 guests and lots of dead people.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, 4 times she's gotten KO'd in this battle? Perfect. I love it.
It's for sure 3.
Whatever, whatever.
Metal.
Ah, no trash chest.
That's a good chest.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll do it for this battle.
Holy crap.
That's the quality of Judgment Blade. It does add, has the potential to add stop status. So,
Wow.
we'll just call that a day.
Yeah, I think NP's probably right there that bringing fists to a sword in a gunfight is potentially a limiting factor. Particularly when they're wearing armor, but, what do I know?
There we go. Mustadio gonna continue being cagey.
Sure. I mean, what would be the mystique if he wasn't being cagey?
The ponytail would be the mystique. The ponytail.
Point counterpoint.
A cutscene.
Uh-oh.
Back to Egros.
You're gross. Castle. Solar.
At night, apparently.
Oh,
so,
who do we have
less
here? Daisadarg. Our little mockingbird is taking wing, Gefgarian, and it leaves me wroth. What?
He's talking about Ovelia.
Yeah, no, I just got that now. I really needed the second dialogue back. Catch her, crush her, and make sound her song. Oh dear.
Here's where the villain goes to pour himself a drink. That total.
How would we know for sure if he were a villain if he were not?
Yeah, if he were not walking over to his dry bar to pour himself a drink in the middle of a nighttime secret conversation.
That's right.
I'm sure they do, Blaine. Yeah, so to answer your question, NP, part of the way that they sell that in this is that guns are very rare. And in fact, they are. You can't even buy a gun in a shop until very late in the game. And you can't get a good gun, like a truly good gun at all, unless you take it off somebody's corpse, pretty much.
Never called away too much. Nice long sip there.
With the unisometric look at the camera angle, of course.
Right. Even Gefgarian here is beginning to feel a little,
Yeah. Yeah, Daisadarg's not a good dude.
Uh-oh. That potentiality has been addressed. You're a frightening man, Daisadarg. Boo.
Man, I don't remember them laying it on quite this thick in the original translation.
Oof. A particular night devout. Wait, who's that?
Ah.
Oh.
Now here they're he's speaking of Delita. I don't think he doesn't
Delita,
realize it's Delita.
Right.
At this point.
Is the one who messed up his plans there.
Yeah. Which is how Delita knew that they were coming for Ovelia in the first place.
Right. So it then remains to be seen how Delita knew in the first place.
Let's see, who lost?
It also, I
She
think,
lost.
still, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're still uncertain at this point where Zalbag sits in relation to Daisadard.
Indeed.
We haven't seen him.
We
at
haven't
all,
seen
really,
we haven't seen
in a
him
while.
this chapter. No.
Right.
So yeah, technically we don't really know what he's been up to for over a year now.
Right.
Oh, this is
What's
interesting.
thinking, Josh? Gonna change anything?
No, I just got a notification that our screen share meeting will end in 10 minutes because apparently I no longer have a. I thought this was an always free thing that we were using, and apparently it's not.
No!
So I will have to recreate it and send you a new invite momentarily, I guess.
Oh no!
Lame. Okay, well I'll try to deal with that for the next stream then. Stupid things wanting to make me pay for things. I hate paying for things. No, I wasn't going to make changes, but since I'm in here, we'll take a quick look to see if there's anything else you can learn that's useful. Yeah, she doesn't have auto potion yet, which she'll need events at some point. Let's see, maybe Agrius got enough to do something good. 281, not enough. Alright then. But it said there was a battle, but there's only a cutscene.
Uh-oh. It's a wall! What brings you to Lionel? Her last name is Oaks? Really?
Yep.
Really? In a name where we have characters named Daisadard, Zalbag, and every other
I mean, her first name is still
affront to
Agrius.
good use of vowels. We have a character whose last name is just Oaks.
Yes.
Man.
Now here's I believe the first reference to. Oh no, it's not the first reference to Saint Ajora. Saint Ajora is referenced at least one other point in the. I remember last week, but I don't remember exactly why. Anyway.
Well, I don't remember it, so.
It's new to you.
Yeah.
Saint Ajora is pretty much the Church of Glabados Jesus.
Okay.
This is a big cutscene, though. This is a good one. And the first time I played this, I was like, okay, is Cardinal Delacroix related to Gafgarian? Because he's got that crazy mustache.
How is his face work? Imagine the mustache not being there.
I know. How
is his face that long? That's not humanly possible.
He's a horse.
Oh god.
He's bald too.
Oh
A
no.
bald horse. Okay, so
A very angry-looking bald horse.
yeah, Delacroix is a way better translation than the original, which I used earlier, which is Draclau. That was the original PSX translation of this guy's name.
Ooh.
And Malone is the seat of the church.
Uh-huh. Sorry, who's High Confessor Maximus?
High Confessor Marcel.
Marcel, whatever.
Yeah, it's not important. He is not super relevant, but Popish.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's actually the quote-unquote Pope for this religion, but he's up there.
Okay, gotcha.
I think you may be right, Neil. I think Marcel is the translation for funeral. Just by the first name. Sure you will.
Okay. Uh-oh.
For Mustadio. Oh, but here we go. I only mean, NP, that he is irrelevant to the story that we have at hand. A crystal.
Uh-oh.
Shut up, NP. You're both Neil. You can suck it. This is important. Pay attention.
Yep. I'm paying attention. Long, bitter struggle. They succeeded in driving the Lucavi to the spirit world, and Evilise knew peace again. 12 each bore an Arasite crystal emblazoned with a house of the night sky.
Indeed. And I believe that the people pursuing Mustadio in the first place were looking for some Arasite.
No. And so, even after, when discord and strife paid visit to the Hills of Men, they would return to save us once more.
Yes, she's just describing the name of the story. That's all we missed. The Zodiac Brave story is what they call, because they have the Oracite, each with the sign of the night sky, or a sign of a house of the night sky, etc.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure if there is. Most religions in JRPGs do seem to be pretty evil.
Yeah.
Or at least sort of like ambivalently not great. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to pronounce it how I feel like it. It's my stream. You guys start your own stream.
Mustachio.
Yes, Mustachio!
That's what I think we can do it for. Then Baert seeks the Arasite, Nice, Neil. Their forces will strike and wrest the stone from their hands.
Oh boy. I'm glad this is when we finally got chat integrated into the stream, guys. Thank you very much.
It's really great to know that we'll have, a perpetual record of this.
Yes!
It's really reassuring. We would never have reached without you.
I can only wish you well, because I'm a princess and useless.
Mm-hmm. She can't even give him, like, a handkerchief or anything? Man, dang. Tough out here for Ramza. Whoa. Sweet.
They have an outfitter here. Yay!
Love to get the Indiana Jones map thing extending ever further. That's always nice. Love to see it.
What am I doing? Cha-ching! 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 Let's blow all of our money here. Not on you. Now, it wasn't made entirely clear there, though you could infer it pretty easily, but Agrias obviously is staying with the princess. So she is no longer part of the party. Yes, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one, since you guys in the chat are such jerks.
Shiggleth.
Fenlands. Oh. Yeah, so that was where this just dropped DP. So I'm going to get DP back in here. And I'll probably continue simultaneously. Fenlands! Okay. Now I'm being all distracted. Back to me. If it's not one thing, it's another. Hey!
Hello.
Hooray! I didn't even have time to start going without you. Okay.
Shiggleth.
You know, I think that came through before you dropped off. At least I heard it.
Did it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's what caused the drop. Not that you didn't pay the people at Zoom. It was my pronunciation. Nice blank.
Yes, no name. I have not dismissed Agrias' Knights. But I don't remember when we do that scene. I'm gonna have to remember that. This is the PSP version. I never have to dismiss anybody, except for monsters.
Woo! Speaking of, has your chocobo been turning out yet, or
no, he hasn't spawned any eggs. He has to outlive his usefulness before he is allowed to leave.
Why is he not spawning any eggs?
Chocobo is a fine meal. Mainly because we haven't really gone anywhere since we got him. We just haven't given him enough time.
I am sad and disappointed.
Yes, it's weird. So here's another battle full of undeads, which is always annoying because sometimes you'll kill them and they will resurrect after their counter goes down.
That's pretty obnoxious.
It doesn't happen very often, but it is usually super obnoxious when it actually does happen, because it tends to happen after you've like gone all the way across the battlefield from where you dropped them.
Right.
Another fun reason to have a monk in a battle like this is because they do have that chakra healing ability, so you can also damage undead monsters using it if they get close enough.
Sweet, sweet.
It's kind of dumb and not usually as useful as actually hitting them, but there's never any piggies in this battle. It's a storyline battle.
The piggies are kind of scary.
Oh wait, that wasn't what I want to do. What do I want to do? Nothing useful still. Right, Josh, always remember when people are going to move. Oh, well that's just completely useless.
Oh.
Thanks, Ghost. Tell Ghost I hate them.
Fair. I mean, ghosts are they're ghosts, so you know.
Sleep can also be remedied by hitting somebody, but he's pretty strong. I don't want to do that. And in response, I'll just make him stronger, because why not? Okay, that wasn't the best use of time.
You know, it's just all the rain, you know, the rain got in your eyes. You know, it's very difficult to perform on this.
Find it difficult to perform in a variety of situations.
All right. Anyhow, change the topic from Josh's performance.
We can change the topic to you being back in a cave if you prefer.
Wow.
There you go, that's better.
Okay.
Apparently I just haven't annoyed you enough to speak up.
What was that?
Nothing.
Whoa, he's almost completely submerged. I love that. Where it's just like, just for the top of his skull, kind of. Yeah.
So we were talking a while back about, you know, how the, well, now that you understand what this counter is in the top right, you can see that this is depth 2, where I've highlighted his square. When you get more than depth 1, you can't act anymore. So he wandered into the swamp, and now he can't do anything other than walk. So the next time his turn comes around, even if I were to move a character right next to him, he wouldn't be able to attack them without first moving to a drier location.
Well, I mean, that's so right. That's one of the benefits of being a ghost here. You can float over that nonsense.
Indeed. Yeah, that was kind of pointless, but whatever. Oh! Wing buffet. Yes, I know it's not supposed to be buffet, but I don't care. Okay, it's time to stop screwing around here. These guys are just gonna stand around and punch each other all day. Also, no comments from the Peanut Gallery about the monster class of that second tier skeleton, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, you missed it. It's fine. Yeah, you also don't have a disturbed enough mind to come up with a joke right away, so it's fine.
Fair.
there. Thank you, Neil. Thank you for ignoring me.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Neil.
Once upon a time, our streams were family friendly.
Were they?
Well, when they're just me. Neil, go away. Also, your camera's on.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot until I did it. If a human gets into the swamp, they get auto-poisoned.
Oh, no.
Forgot about that. That's okay. It won't hurt him.
Yeah, maybe don't move there, yeah. The other Neil, Neil.
Oh God, no, stop!
Okay, we gotta stop that.
But I'm playing the game, I can't even kick him.
Oh no.
Oh man, can't even get to that jerk.
We really do have a weirdly large number of Neils.
Yes, too many Neils.
Too many Neils. Too many Neils.
I'm Bizarro Stormy. I'm regular Stormy. Our black mage has been asleep for like 7 turns now.
I was just gonna say, that guy's been asleep for a while.
I already said I was regular Stormy. I'm both Stormies.
You can't have both, Josh.
I made an egg for you.
Was Clemence's equipment green in the last battle too?
What do you mean? What you talking about?
I don't know.
Okay, good one. Good story. Dang, that was all the way across the map.
Nice work, dog.
Oh, you jerk. Yeah, NP, if you, like, go to the forums more than once every 4 months, you would have seen that.
Aw.
Also, if any of you ever watching this at any point ever went to the forums, that would be great. Like,
Aw.
somebody, go to the freaking forums, man. Oh, good. That battle's nearly over.
Yeah, the battles can really it's the fact that the small battles can really drag on. I think that was part of the reason, at least, why I had a hard time sticking with it.
Yeah. Always great when you auto potion right at the end of the battle.
Love to be economical.
Nah, I won't reach. Rats. Are you hurt? No, you've been out of the edge of the friggin' battlefield the entire time, big baby.
Put. Yay.
Okay. The Clockwork City.
Love clocks. Love working on clocks. Love work. Sounds like a fun place. Love windmills.
Yeah, and these are like personal size windmills.
Yeah, one for each family. Baert's curs are nowhere to be seen. There's no sign of a battle with Lionel's griffins. Something's amiss. We can meet afterwards. Find me underneath the windmill. What? No.
Lowtown. Yeah, I can see how well you take care of yourself. We've only saved you like 3 times so far.
Put.
Putts. Oh, yeah, they sell pistols here, eh? Don't mind if I do. Tastes like chicken. Chocobo obviously tastes like chicken. There's not even a debate there. It's clearly
Yeah,
chicken.
I think that's probably right, yeah.
See? It's clearly chicken. How many Twitch streams do you figure have probably ever talked about that? I'm guessing every Final Fantasy stream that's ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now you might think that that was really easy. However, wrong. As soon as you try to leave, we get sucked into a battle.
Oh no, I hate getting sucked into things.
Oh, we did get a new chocobo! Globus!
Yay! Cleobus. I don't know, that sounds a little bit unquestionable to me.
Doesn't matter. He's gonna stay on the back burner.
It sounds like it's some ancient Egyptian chocobo, and I don't know. Nice, Neil. Nailed it.
Oh yeah, I probably should have saved it. Oops.
No.
This
You
is
tried, pal. You tried to warn us.
this is not an easy battle.
Oh, no. Ah, windmills.
On the crooked building.
Wait, what? How is that building on its side? Wait,
It's
what?
collapsed.
It looks like it was built that way. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, good point, Neil. And that's not fun. Uh-oh. A mysterious man.
Yeah, I really... yeah. There's a lot of stuff about to happen.
Uh-oh. Wow, that guy's got a heck of a jowl.
It's Ludovich.
Did Mustadio go get himself? Yep. I'm a reasonable man.
With a reasonable hunger. Where is Bizredio? Oh wait, right here. I love this part coming up. This just always cracks me up. He's got a Fu Manchu. Show him inside. Okay. Thump. That always kills me.
Wow, that's good. Love a curtain door. Yeah, I prefer Best Rodeo as well.
As rodeo. Ha ha ha.
Ludovich is the Chris Christie of Evilise. Oh. Yeah, he closed the entire Machine Cave for Labor Day weekend so that he could, just hang out there by himself. For tax purposes, of course.
Craw!
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Yup.
You've outlived your usefulness, Pilgrim.
You know, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that,
What?
that I outlived my usefulness.
Okay. So now it's been revealed to us, rather, and got stuck there on my syntax, that the Cardinal is in fact in league with Ludovich.
Yes.
Who could have known?
Everybody!
It does make Ludovich seem, again, all the more Chris Christie-like, right? Like, he can't even come up with his own plan. He's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
sort of meagerly carrying out somebody else's plan without realizing that they'd be a lot better off otherwise.
I mean, wait till you see what Ludovich does to the town that's like 90% immigrant.
Oh, no.
That's a Fort Lee joke for anybody who has not spent time living in the Northeast. It's not a good Fort Lee joke, but...
I mean, it's not clear that there is such a thing as a good Fort Lee joke.
I also always forget how badly off your party starts for when they show up in this battle. They're kind of useless.
Hmm.
Yeah, she still doesn't have any useful fundaments. I don't know why I continually check that. She's never going to. Also, Mustadio is completely useless in this battle because obviously they strip all of his equipment off before before they bring him to you. So he is, yeah, he's just a target.
What a bummer.
She's not going to be able to do anything useful whatsoever. Nor is he. That's just great. I'm glad that happened the way it did. Man, worst monk ever.
Very big deal.
Jerk. Yay!
You love the sound effects as always.
Oh, every time, yes. chemist got a gun.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right. That was actually really handy that that archer came down to do that, because now she's going to get absolutely lit up by that spell, and nobody else is going to get hit by it. Separate from those last summoners, I'm pretty sure that these ones are useless, and they're just kind of there to make you briefly scared until you realize that they're useless. Oh, please. What a...
Love to see it. Love to see that auto potion. Oh, hey, Harl.
Man, can't hit anything.
Dang. That guy blocked an attack coming from behind him without even turning around. That's really impressive work.
Yeah, thief gonna thief. Oh look, she remembered she had a bow.
A little effect. Nice.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Neil, really. Equipping mantles does probably provide a very valuable service that battle boots don't. And, you know, soon I will have a couple people able to get move +2 as an ability on their own. Both my thieves should be getting close to being able to pick that up. And at that point, yeah, battle boots become pretty unnecessary in general, and the benefits of having mantles instead are greatly increased by that.
Remind me again what the I know the battle boots are for extension of one's range of movement, but what are mantles again?
Mantles are accessories that take that same accessory slot as boots, but they they usually they improve your evasion. Some of them improve physical and some of them improve magical, I believe, and some both, obviously. Oh yeah, I'm sure it would be third Neil to have Mustadio able to re-equip. Whether his AI would be smart enough to take advantage of that, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, that's the real question.
It seems like this battle should be closer to being over than it actually is.
Is it not that close?
And given that we only have a thief on thief over here at the moment,
Fair.
that's not super useful. But I can move my chemist over to shoot him in the back of the head here momentarily, I believe.
Right.
Or I can finish off that thief instead with him. The music has gone nuts on the emulator at this point. Not sure if anybody can notice it besides me.
What do you mean nuts?
Oh, it's just gone crackly from time to time.
Oh.
Known issue.
Nice. Clean up. Pow.
Aw, Templeton! That summoner's name was Templeton. Templeton, Mr. Templeton.
Classic normal name. Totally ordinary thing to be doing.
Why should he stay at home and just bring his medication?
Oh no, the meeting's gonna kick us out again.
Yeah, I know. That just means we've had a good, long, successful stream. Oh, Josh, you jack. Good lord.
Oh no. Well,
Such a...
that could have gone better. So long and successful.
I'm a planner.
Whoa!
Whoa, my goodness.
Whoa!
So they put a cursor on here. I don't think I've had an opportunity to show you this yet, but they put a cursor on here that is like, here, look at these abilities. And
but you get all of them.
You actually get all of them. The reason the cursor's
Sweet.
here is so you can actually dive into the help if you want to look here to see what you're getting. Ching!
Awesome.
Now
Wow,
that would have been.
I mean,
much...
usually those suck, but that was actually a really nice find.
Yeah, and you know that would have been much better served to give to somebody other than Ramza, but you know, and he was there and he was available, so better to give it to somebody than to lose it entirely.
Right, right. Whoa, nice.
Didn't matter, I mean, that fire was going to kill her anyway, but...
Well, that fire would have hit our character, right?
Yeah. Yes, it would have.
Yeah, so it didn't matter then.
There we go.
Pow. Good work, Clements. The battle is won. Whoa. Raking in the big gill here.
So now's the point where we've kind of had our fun in terms of putting characters in jobs just to power them up. I think I'm going to have to resort things very soon to avoid being wiped in this next round.
Right, well we have a big battle coming up.
Yeah. But they have the aura sight.
I wouldn't put my money on Ludovich learning how to harness any secret powers.
I think he's more worried about Delacroix.
Yeah,
And
I think Delacroix is the one that we need to worry about here.
But wait, there's more.
Wait, what did he say? I missed it.
Bezrudio said, there's nothing we could have done to predict this, and Mustadio says,
Nice.
That's an exact quote.
Nice.
I thought something of the sort might happen, so I took the precaution of readying a false stone. Unfortunately, this is the false stone. I gave them the real one like an idiot.
Nice.
No, that's not actually what happened. But that
Good
would
work,
be funnier.
Mustachio.
Oh, oh, oh. Rams is a little slower on the uptake.
Womp womp.
Yeah, didn't think of that, did you, idiot?
Oh yeah, crap, we left them.
They are still in the castle!
Oh no.
Literally, the princess has been left in another castle.
Hmm. And if they now know that the stone is a false one... Yep.
Yes.
Oh no.
Now here's the first indication that maybe the church is in it for a power grab as well. And weirdly, Ramza is the one to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Ramza, who's usually pretty slow.
We go by ship to take them
Whoa.
unawares.
Okay, not really sure how that works, but alright, we'll do it. What if you refused him? That'd be awkward.
He'd just go
No
back to
dog,
making
we don't want
stones
you.
in his basement.
Oh no. Whoa. You couldn't even go that way if you wanted to. Whoa.
And then
Oh,
suddenly...
okay.
Okay.
Alright, okay.
Let's see. We have 5 minutes left before this meeting craps out.
No.
How much more time do you have today, my friend?
Well, not a whole lot. What's the next sequence of battles? Do we remember? By we, I
I'll
mean
check
you.
the location the next time or after I get done with this stuff. I don't think I can buy any lances anytime soon, so I'm not sure that it helps to have him. A dragoon is essentially just a knight that can jump when you learn the abilities and can equip a spear, which neither of which I'll be able to use right away, so he might as well just be a knight.
They're the ones who can jump up on the maps, right? To the
Yeah,
higher
they
spot.
can learn ignore height, but that is a very expensive thing
That's
to
pretty
learn.
awesome, though.
It's awesome, but it's not useful in very many situations.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We'll send him back tonight. No, we won't. I have changed my mind again already.
Oh no.
He still has equip heavy armor, so we're just going to let him monk it for a little bit longer.
Okay.
That'll help us more later. This one's more interesting, though. She hasn't been doing a whole heck of a lot useful as a monk. I could shift her into Geomancer and start spreading some Geomancer JP around.
Okay.
Because she also has equip heavy armor, so she'll be able to, still be a bit of a tank. Okay. He still has nothing of value.
Aw.
Yeah, not even enough to learn move +1, so that's fun. Can anybody else not hear the stream?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Good. Good. I'll just make lots of random noises then.
Josh, no.
Hello again,
Why?
cat. ability is going to be now.
Evelyn the Geomancer.
We'll keep her with martial arts as a secondary, because then she can still use chakra.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that. Cha-ching.
Love to see it.
Tell them all I hate them. One minute left in the meeting.
Oh no.
Should we just say our goodbyes now, DP? Or do you actually want to stick around a little bit longer?
Well, let's see what the next battle is going to be. If we think we can get through it in, like, the neighborhood of 15 minutes...
Oh, brother, I can do anything in 15 minutes.
That's just, first of all, not true. We've had some 15-minute battles that have gone much longer than that, but...
Gosh. Let's see. Wargelis. Boy, I don't even remember what happens in that battle. Let's look.
If only we had a website that had this all listed.
Oh yeah, there is no battle that actually happens there. Haha, it's a misdirect. Oh, and there goes DP again. Well, I guess I'll call him back in and then probably not actually do anything. I guess I'll fix that at some point, too. Hello!
Hello!
It went much easier and faster this time.
It did indeed.
Okay. This is, in theory, a battle that we can do in a short amount of time. We'll give it a stab, and if it turns out to not be the case, then you can tell me, hey, idiot, I'm leaving, and we'll pick it up from there next time. But you have to say it using exactly those words.
Oh no, I've already forgotten them.
Hey, idiot, I'm leaving. It really is pretty simple. I'm a little disappointed in you, in fact.
Look, okay, I'm not good at memorizing things.
Yeah, okay, it's a good thing that you're going to be in school for the next 15 years, then.
Look, I'm good at some things, and one of them is not memorizing things.
Now, see, this goes to what Neil was talking about earlier. I'm getting ready to throw the battle boots off of Ramza and put on the mage cloak instead, and you can see that his evade is going up by 18.
That's pretty cool.
It's not
18 is a substantive amount.
Substantive indeed. Cutscene.
Oh no. What's gonna
Oh, an
happen
animated
next?
cutscene too.
Ah, sweet.
Forgot about that.
Ships, seagulls.
No hint of Lionel's griffins.
But wait.
Delete.
Whoa.
What brings you to Argelus?
We have ears in many places. Few things escape our hearing.
Kidding.
Our?
Indeed.
I say this for your sake, Ramza. Return to Igros. Delve no deeper into matters of royal maidens, or those of sacred stones.
What have these ears of yours been telling you?
You think to save a princess from a burning tower. In truth, you would but set her on a higher floor. There is only one person who can truly save her. And that is what I mean to do.
Just what do you imply?
It's simple, really. Noble endeavors do not always reach the end that we desire. You cannot save the princess. However hard you endeavor to save her, you would do well to remember that.
What then is your end in all of this, Delita? I fear I do not know.
He sounds like Winnie the Pooh.
Aw, he does.
Brothers and all the rest. They are all of them swept up in a mighty current. A current they cannot see or feel.
Oh, we're getting all Marxist again here.
I simply swim against it. Nothing more.
Oh yeah, super simple. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Smug little SOB.
We'll meet again, I should hope.
Lita, you kind of suck. That's what I have to say about that.
Well played, boy. That made me happy. Oh, another cutscene.
Oh no, we got scary music going on. Ooh.
Everybody's so angry.
I'm cautious.
Emphasized.
Yeah. Look at how gray my mustache is, dog.
That's right. It's for me not being unawares.
That's right. Chris Christie just can't be trusted with really anything.
I don't think you should worry about it, really. For you see, Ludovic and Delacroix are now alone in the room together. Neil's got it right in Discord.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that was a bummer.
Oh boy, how does this battle lay out? Let's see. I think let's move him back there. Keep her there. No. Oh right, we have Mustadio as a permanent member now. Nearly forgot that. So now we have to pick between.
We allowed him to join, remember?
Clemens and Casper. We're going with Casper.
We weren't sure if we wanted him to join, but we decided to go for it.
No, we were sure.
I remember us being unsure.
These two are on the other side of the river, like, okay, what are we doing here?
Indeed.
And here's another battle that I am the we have to defeat all enemies, of course, but we also need to protect Agrias. So we can't let her get lumped here, which means I probably should have put the chemist in the other party that was a little bit closer to her. That is what it is. These are the things you never remember. We'll put old Snipey McSnipey here. Up on top, and he still can't reach anybody. Say Levy.
Classic snipey mix snipe face.
Yeah, there you go. They are to execute her.
No.
Oh, I love it when she hits two people. Oh, and stops a black mage with it.
Wow.
Even better.
That was pretty great.
She's well equipped too. 212 HP doesn't mean means that we won't have to be doing too much protecting of her. Oh, except for that. Yeah. Show him who's boss. He busts your helmet, you punch him in the face.
The music is very eerie here.
Oh, mage, we hardly knew ye.
Aw.
Oh! And here's where Agrias starts to become awesome.
Yay for Agrias. You know, we were a little bit upset, or not upset. We were a little bit unsure how things are going there, but proud of you, girl.
Girlfriend. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, losing that extra 60 HP on Agrias with her helmet getting ripped off was not super useful to our overall goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. The emulator's not perfect, Blaine. And sometimes it just glitches out. There's really nothing that can be done for it. And I'm definitely not going to play this on my real PSP and broadcast it. Because it's brutal to do it that way. I've tried. Did Agrias just move into range of that spell? Dummy. Okay. Oh, that's bad though. Oh, that's real bad.
Oh no.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought it might have
no.
taken her out. Oh boy, I hope we can get her healed.
No. Oh, dang.
So I guess we just end every episode with a wipe.
Yeah, just in order to remind our viewers that Josh isn't actually that good at this. Sorry, Josh.
My PSP isn't really slow. I have it overclocked and the slowdown fix in my version of the game.
Aw. Dang.
Well, that was obnoxious. Okay, so next week, everybody, next week I'll pick up right at the end of that battle. We already know all of the interesting expositional stuff out of that battle. We know that Ovelia is set to be executed. We know that Agrius escaped. And we know, obviously, that once we actually beat that battle, the next thing we're going to do is go save Ovelia.
Yeah.
So, that could have been much worse, actually. Yeah. So there you go. There's a good time for you to end it, DP.
Alrighty.
And go do your stuff. And, yeah. We'll pick it up again probably roughly the same time next week.
Sounds good.
And that one's not my fault. Agrius walked into the middle of everything. That's her own fault.
Yeah, there was some additional factors at play there.
Yeah, I cannot be held responsible for the fact that the AI is stupid.
Right.
I can be held responsible for the fact that I didn't get the chemist there quicker, but I had her all the way healed. I also can't be responsible for the fact that she got her helmet busted.
The equipment busting thing really is a game changer.
Yeah.
Not obviously just because you don't get that equipment back, which could potentially make things obnoxious.
Well, and really,
for a couple battles, but
the biggest. Well, they try to balance that by making it have a low percentage, and there's also an ability that you can learn as an archer.
Right.
Is it archer? I think it's archer. That will make it so breaking doesn't impact you. But yeah. Whatever. I'm just going to end the stream because now I'm annoyed that we lost on a relatively easy battle.
Sorry, Josh.
That's okay. I'll probably play the battle again immediately after we finish this and then just leave it there until we start up again.
Fair enough.
All right. Good night, folks.
Bye.